Miss RC and Julia are going to read the purpose statement for this film. Okay, Mr. RC, you give it to me and I'll repeat it.
Okay, Pumpkin, are you ready? Students will be able to watch the process of turkey dinner making.
Students will be able to watch the process of turkey dinner making.
Okay, Miss Crowe, I'm going to read the last part of this, okay? Go ahead.
In order to write, by creating a 3 to 5 picture essay.
By creating a 3 to 5 picture essay.
And we are in Mrs. RC and Mr. Crowe's kitchen. And Julia has been talking to us about this food preparation. She's an expert in that field. You know, sometimes those of us who are hands-on learners end up becoming things like chefs because that's a hands-on job. So just think about that. Every time you have a gift or something you can do and something you can't do, think about the positive. Because Julia had a hard time when she was learning to read, and she has a hard time with math too. But she's a fabulous cook. Okay, so this is going to be your project. So Miss RC, I want you to go ahead and turn that. Okay, you guys see this picture? It starts up there with a timer. And then there's celery and onion. And then there's pictures of Mr. Crowe's hand. You see that there? You see that there? Mr. Crowe's hand? And then there's pictures of him doing the same process you've been watching today. Now look at that, all the way down. You guys need to make a visual essay of making a food making process this time. So I want you to take at least 3 pictures of the food you're making and put it together in an essay, just like Miss RC has here. Do you see how she did that? That's nice. That's very pretty, Miss RC.
Thank you very much, Pumpkin. I appreciate that.
Of course, of course, of course. All right, we'll see you in a little dough there, everyone. It's pumpkin pie. We promised that we would make you guys dinner, but instead of making soup, that we'd make a turkey dinner, because that's what my Mr. Crowe's favorite food is in the whole world. So before we start, we have to get the bread and put it in this pan right there. Now you might be asking, why? Why do you need to do that? Well, in the recipe that Mr. Crowe has, you take bread and you have to make it stale. Can you believe that? You have to have stale bread. Oh, Miss RC, you see all that bread? We put it from there and we put it in here, and now we're gonna take it into the kitchen. So let's go. Guess what we brought you?
Hi, Pumpkin Pie.
Hi there, Mr. Crowe. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
Good.
Me and Miss RC, we went ahead and got the bread.
Good.
And I see that you have a helper in the kitchen today.
I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I'm a chef. That's why my name's Julia. If you're not sure why, maybe look it up on the internet. Look up Julia Childs, because that's who I'm named after. Okay, Mr. Crowe, here I come, because we have a lot of great things happening here. Now, first of all, we are making turkey. And that's a great dish. And it's really not from a Youngstown area dish, though. We're going to make it like Mr. Crowe makes it back in Harrisburg. Right, Mr. Crowe?
Right.
All right. So, it looks like we're starting with putting the pieces and the parts into the bowl. So look at this. Mr. Crowe, what did you do here? Tell us what you did.
Well, I put the 2 turkey breasts
Ooh.
in the crock pot.
Okay. Okay.
And
Now that doesn't look like a frozen turkey. Is that a frozen turkey, Mister? I mean, I know my pieces and parts.
It's
That
pieces
does
and
not
parts.
look like a frozen turkey
it
to
is
me.
not a frozen turkey.
No?
No.
Well, tell me about it, Mr. Crow.
Well, it's 2 turkey breasts. They were cut down by the butcher
Okay.
and
So that's like
packaged.
two different birds altogether.
They've never been frozen.
All right, so I see all that nice skin in there, and then what else do I see in there, Mr. Crow? Can
Well,
you
now
point those out?
you see 2 pats of butter.
Oh, that butter, Mr. Crow, that's nice. Oh, yes, it is.
And then we have celery here
Yes.
and onion. And I'm going to put some pepper.
That is really a good way of making turkey. There's nothing extra on there. It's just really simple things, right, Mr. Crow?
Right.
Tell them why you think that your family did it like this.
Well, we're from Lancaster County, which is farm country,
Okay.
and you eat beef,
Yep.
pork,
Yep.
and poultry,
Okay.
chicken and turkey.
All right. Yep.
That's part of the diet of the Lancaster County
Yeah.
citizens.
Yeah, that's
population.
good. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So instead of doing a whole turkey,
Right.
which would be 15, 16 pounds, 18
Right. Yep.
pounds,
Yep. Yep.
we take part of it,
Yeah.
and in this case, the breast,
Okay.
and put it in a crock pot,
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
and add a little water at the bottom so it doesn't stick.
Okay.
And we cook it for about 2 or 3 hours in the crock pot.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that that's all there is to the turkey. And he's gonna plug that in, and it's gonna roast, and it's gonna turn out beautiful.
Oh, Julia, look what they did! That turkey is in here! And now it's getting cooked! That's really nice, huh, Julia?
Oh yes, very good. He's doing quite a good job.
All right, Mr. Crow, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm ready to help.
Okay.
Here I am.
Okay, well, next I'm going to boil these 2 potatoes.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Peeling a potato.
Oh. Let's get a close-up of that, Miss R.C. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, do you see that? That's really good, Mr. Crow. And doing all that chopping for the potato. She's a chopper. Isn't she, Mr. Crow?
Yes, she's a chopper.
And then look what she did. She dropped stuff on the floor. I bet you Martha Jade likes that. All the times you guys made a mess in the studio and she had to clean it up. She was real good at that because she herself is sloppy. What do you think about that, Mr. Crow?
Well, sometimes she's sloppy,
Yeah,
and she cleans up after herself, though.
yeah. What do you think Martha's doing?
She's on crumb patrol.
What's that mean, Mr. Crow? Are you trying to be funny?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crumbs dropped off the counter here,
yeah.
and Martha JJ is on crumb patrol. She's going to clean them up.
Well, good job, Martha. You don't need a broom since we have you. That's good.
That's good.
That's nice, everyone. Okay, see you soon.
Mr. Crow, this is really my part of it. See, I want to talk to you about cooking because there's an art and a craft to cooking, just like there is to reading and writing and doing math. Don't you think, Mr. Crow?
Yes, there is.
We came up with a technique because everybody wants to smell the onions and they want to smell the what is that stuff? The celery. Yeah, that's right. But Mr. Crow does not want to have any kind of stuff in there so that you're going to crunch down on a piece of it. No, that's not what we want at all. So Mr. Crow and I came up with a technique, and it's called grinding it smooth. Right, Mr. Crow?
That's right.
So Mr. Crow is now going to grind it smooth by using this tool right here. This is called a
Chopper.
A chopper, and don't get your fingers in the chopper because it's very, very, very sharp. Okay, so he's gonna take this chopper, and he is going to put those vegetables in the chopper one at a time. One for onions, and then the second one will be for the celery. And then he's gonna grind them up so that they're completely soft and almost liquid. It's beautiful to behold. All right, so come on over here, Pumpkin Pie, so you can watch Mr. Crow do that because it's phenomenal.
Mr. Crow, is that gonna hurt my ears?
Yes, it is.
Okay, everyone, close your ears because it's gonna be nice and loud. Okay? Here we go. It's what vegetable are we working with, Mr. Crow?
The onion.
Okay, here we go. Wow, that's a lot of chocolate.
Do you guys see that? Take a look in there with the camera. Thank you, Miss RC, appreciate it. Look how that is unbelievably smooth. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Crow. Let's do another one. Let's show everybody how beautiful this looks. Okay, well, yeah, let's come over this way. That's good. See, it's hard to cook and be on film at the same time. It really is. Oh, see how beautiful that is. It's nice and oh, I don't know, what would you call that consistency, Mr. Crow?
It's smooth.
It's smooth, yes, that's right, so that you get onion taste in every bite, but you don't get crunchies in any bite at all.
You don't want a big piece of onion.
That's right.
You want to taste it.
That's right. It ruins the experience of the stuffing, don't you think, Mr. Crow?
It does. And this is a white onion.
Okay.
And it's very mild, so even though you might taste it, it's not going to linger in your mouth.
That's right, yeah. And that's these are the things that are why I'm here and Pumpkin Pie are here. I know a little bit about food. Again, look me up online. My name is Julia Childs, and Pumpkin is learning how to do these things. But Mr. Crow and I are experienced in doing this dinner. We really are, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, and as you can tell, because he's gonna put some things in these small cups, and then Miss RC, when she gets done cutting that bread, whatever that might be, Miss Ragghanti-Crowe, you need to get on that. You're lagging far behind. But anyway, we're gonna show you how to put everything together, and that's the difference between Pumpkin Pie and I. Mr. Crow and I have done this before, and we're sharing our experience. And Pumpkin Pie today, he is with you guys. He's learning a new skill, as you might say. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Crow.
You're welcome.
Yeah, very nice. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. So look me up. My name is Julia Childs, and I'm based on a real person. Yeah. Okay. So see that right there, what Mr. Crow has? That is the celery, and he chopped that up just as finely as he did that white onion. And, you know, this is experience. Mr. Crow and I have done this turkey before. And this is absolutely because we know that if we put that nice and fine, it just really is fragrant in the stuffing. Because our stuffing does not have meat in it. You know. Okay, yeah, so and see there the way he's distributing that in the 2 cups? Just really a good, masterfully done, Mr. Crow.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely very good. Okay, Miss RC, I don't know where she went, but she needs to finish cutting. And Miss Thompson, we didn't put her on camera cutting because you were afraid she was going to cut her fingers off, and I was too, to be really honest. All right, so we'll talk to you in a little bit. We're going to put this together, okay?
Ready? Absolutely. I am completely ready. Okay, Mr. Crow, here we come. I guess you and Julia are going to show us what goes into the stuffing. So where do you want me?
Well, you can come up here.
Okay, because I don't
Here we have the bread.
That's nice.
And Mrs. RC chopped it all up real nice.
Okay.
We're going to add milk to this.
Okay.
We're going to add onion and celery
Okay.
and potatoes.
Are you serious, Mr. Crow?
We're gonna shred those potatoes, and I have a special tool for that. It's right here. I'm gonna put the potato in there and go like this and shred it.
That's amazing.
The pouring of the milk, nicely done.
That's nice to do. That's really milky.
Okay, so that's the milk.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some more in a little bit later.
Okay.
But no, you guys, watch what Mr. Crow's doing here, because really, you know, putting a recipe together is not just all at once. It takes finesse. Finesse means you put one thing in and then the other.
That's right, Julia. You see how smart she is when it comes to cooking? That's nice. Everybody has a talent. The boys are gonna love this. Boys, look what he's doing.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Watch.
See that? That's a great machine. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
No, that is amazing. Did you guys see that? Mr. Crowe, where'd you get that thing from?
This was my mother's,
Was it really?
and she used it like this too when she made her stuffing.
Wow. Is there more potatoes to do?
Yep, we're gonna do some more.
Oh, can I see that again, please, please?
Sure.
Please? Okay. I'm gonna follow him over here now. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's so nice. That's so nice to do.
That is nice to do.
Do you see that? Do you see how he's doing that?
You just see that? You know, and
Do
this
that again now.
This is the great thing about tools like that in the kitchen. They help out. They really do. It's fantastic.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Wow! Mr. Crowe, that's...
Isn't that nice?
Yes, can I stick my face in there?
You can look at it, yeah.
No, can I stick my face in there?
No, you can't stick your face in.
But I want to really bad.
See that? See, I'm gonna mix that all around so that gets mixed up in the
That's
the
nice
mix here.
to do. Wow, Mr. Crowe.
And that's gonna make the stuffing smooth.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, if that wasn't for that tool, the stuffing would look completely different.
Complete.
Oh, that's nice, Miss R.C. You know what? I think Mr. Crowe cooks in the house and Miss R.C. really doesn't. Is that true, Mr. Crowe?
No, Miss R.C. cooks.
Does she?
Well, didn't you see her make soup?
Yeah, that was just a lot of crazy chopping. Here we go again, guys! Here we go again, boys! Look! Here it comes! Oh, wow! Wow!
Isn't that nice?
Can I touch that?
Well, that's up to Miss R.C.
No, Pumpkin, it's hot.
Oh, yeah, it is hot.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's not a good idea, huh? No,
Not really.
you have to ruin everything. Mr. Crowe is gonna let me stick my face in there.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's hot. Now,
Okay, so that's
that's
that.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, do you see that? Do you see how he added that? No, you know, the next thing Mr. Crowe's probably gonna do
Yes, Julia.
is probably gonna put something else in there and mix it.
Yes,
Yeah, I am.
he's good. I hope he doesn't stick me with that thing in my
I hope I don't
Yeah,
either.
because that wouldn't be very nice to do.
Okay, so let's just
Wow. That's really good. So
we used 2 potatoes.
that was 2 potatoes, everyone.
They were pretty
That's
big.
right. Yep, and you had to boil them first. So there's the many
Make them
steps.
soft so
That's
I can
right.
do that.
That's right, Mr. Crowe. of
Now
course. Yeah.
let's add the onion.
Wow.
We'll try and mix that here so it gets all around.
That's so... That smells fragrant, everyone. Look how Mr. Crowe does that.
Yes, you see, that's why we had to go ahead and crush all of that with that chopper, because again, we want that fragrance to go straight through the stuffing. That makes it good. Yeah, and you learn these things when you're in you're cooking school.
That's nice. See, everybody has something they can do. That's good,
that's
Miss
that.
R.C. Get that in there, because you see all those colors and stuff, just like the last one. It's real good. Look at that. Wow.
Yes. If Mr. Crowe didn't know what he was doing, it wouldn't come out quite like this, you know. So again, the difference between a chef and just somebody in the kitchen is practice, really, is what you need to do.
And now we add the celery.
Oh, that's pretty. Miss R.C., that is so pretty. Look at it. it is. Look how nice that is.
Yeah, again, practice makes perfect. I mean, anything you do, it doesn't matter if it's reading or math or writing or making this or that. And you can see Mr. Crowe had some practice in that.
A little bit.
That's true, Julia. It really is.
Okay, now we do the mashing.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to add more milk to this. We can see this already.
That is really, really nicely done, Mr. Crowe, really.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, see, you see that milk? Now that we were talking about milk farming. Again, practice makes perfect. This is not our first rodeo with this stuffing. This is like the 10th or 11th year we've been dealing with this. Maybe 20 years. Have we been doing this for 20 years?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Now, you see, again, right tool for the job. Mr. Crowe's using that smasher. He has all of those ingredients that he locked in there, and then he put the milk on top. And look at that. That's just really well done, Mr. Crowe, really.
So I have to mix it for a while to make sure everything is mixed together and nothing is sitting at one location.
Oh yes, that's right. Just mixing it really good through and through. That makes for a really well put together stuffing or anything that you're kind of doing.
Yes, thanks for taking over the narration, because you just know more about this than me.
Well, thank you for having me, Pumpkin. You're such a sweet puppet. He's so sweet. He really is. He really is.
But thank you very much, Julia. I love you too.
Marcy, why don't you go ahead and get a nice shot of that? Yeah. That's... Oh, you see? No, that looks like that should not be stuffing at all. It almost looks like oatmeal.
Yeah, it really does look like oatmeal, doesn't it, Julia?
Absolutely. But it's gonna bake and it's gonna be like a cookie. Huh, Mr. Crowe? Like a cake. Not a cookie. Not a cookie at all. A cake, like a
Basically,
cake.
that's what the stuffing is.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a cake.
Yeah. But not a birthday cake.
But not a birthday.
No, not a birthday cake at all. It's kind of like a savory cake, you know, because there's onions in there. And once you got an onion in there, it's no longer a birthday cake.
Correct.
I mean, it could be, I guess, but you know.
Thanks, Mr. Crowe.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Crowe. That's a great lesson in cooking. We have one more thing to do. The next thing is just really simple, but you see all those small steps that took to get in there. But no, you know, here he's gonna go. He's gonna put this thing that he just smoothed down. Just looks brilliant, really. And now he's gonna put it into the pan to bake. And that's really what's gonna happen. And that sounds like, oh, whatever, who cares? But watch it go in there. He made sure that pan had nice butter on it, because that way it wouldn't stick, you know. And now watch Mr. Crowe. He's gonna go ahead and scoop that in there. Is that your mother's scooper too?
This is my mother's scooper.
Wow, you have a lot of things in this house that's from your family.
Well, she had good tools in the kitchen.
Yeah, it seems so. There it is. Yeah.
Can we move over?
No, that's fine. It's fine, just the way it is, Mr. Crowe. You know, we have to. It's hard to be in the kitchen with a camera. It looks easy when you're watching it, but it's not as easy as it looks. No, that's really nicely done. Thank you, Mr. Crowe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crowe. It looks so beautiful. I am so excited. I can't wait to see what happens next.
We had to split it up, and there's a story. Maybe Pumpkin Pie should tell the story.
You go ahead, Julia. I think you got this one. Because it's about cooking. That's what you do.
Yeah. Do you see that right there? That little dish came in handy for us today. And I'm filming this for you guys in 2020. But I bought that dish. Miss RC bought that dish a long time ago in 2014. And it was because she was doing a project with her students. And they all made a recipe book. I thought that was pretty nice. And this little girl decided that she wanted to make microwaved eggs. And everyone thought that was just absolutely disgusting. But Mrs. Ragghanti-Crowe did what she said, and she went ahead and bought this little container. And that little girl made microwaved eggs. It was just a smash. Everyone was like, "Oh, that's so gross." But when they ate it, oh, it was fabulous.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. So anyway, that little girl right there, from a long time ago, she's part of our film too. Isn't that nice? That's how life kind of works. Life kind of works that way. Mr. Crowe, you said the whole dinner is going to be 2.5 hours. Now, this has already been cooking. Can you show them that turkey again? Or do you think we could just... Miss RC, why don't you go ahead and take a close-up in there? Yeah, that's... You can't...
I cannot lift the lid.
You can't lift that up, Miss RC. I know what you were trying to do, but you can't do that because it's a crock pot. Okay. So that's going to take 2.5 hours from now. Right, Mr. Crowe?
Correct.
All right, and then here are these stuffing, and they're going to take only 2 hours. So 2 hours for the stuffing, 3 hours for the bird, because it took us about a half hour to make all of those things.
Mr. Crowe, can I see those things in there?
Sure.
Oh, thank you so much. Look at all of that. That's called stuffing. And that's going to take 2 hours, you
2
said?
hours.
Yeah, that's nice. Let me see this. Oh, Mr. Crowe, that turkey
that
smells
good?
delicious.
Good.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll see you guys soon.